Hi, I'm Mia Togo. Welcome back to the Processing Playground. And if this is your first time, hopefully you'll find this information interesting and informative and just it's really meant to spur our thoughts and our feelings so that we're able to keep life playful, that we're able to process and not get stuck in the past and be able to move forward. So the theme today, it's February and it's 2017. And there's a lot going on in the world and there's a lot of things up, a lot of chaos for a lot of people and not really getting to what's going on in the climate politically, but there is this climate of fear, and fear can keep us from being in that place of love, especially self-love. In February, we think of Valentine's Day and romantic love, but love is how do we truly love ourselves? And oftentimes when I talk about love, I talk about love and truth, because it's not just about love. We need the truth as well. The truth is like that it goes right in and gets to the heart of the matter. And when we get to the heart of the matter, we have to love even the parts that are uncomfortable or icky or that bring up some of our shadow side. So to love wholeheartedly all of who we are, we have to be able to love ourselves in the different realms in which we live, which in the way that I understand and the way I look at it in the coaching work that I do, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, sexual, financial. And we may be really good in some areas of our life, like doing the loving work and loving ourselves in a spiritual realm, doing our spiritual work, or maybe in the mental realm, reading books and getting very intellectually stimulated. But maybe in the emotional realm, we're not so good. Maybe when our feelings come up, we deny, we act out, we go to an addict energy, and we don't deal with our feelings. So how can we say we're truly loving ourselves if we're not loving all of ourselves? Or physically, if we're not taking care of our bodies and really honoring where we are and doing the things and shifting our diets or taking care of the things that will keep us moving and keeping our vessels in tune. Same thing with the sexuality. Just because we're having sex and we're having sex with our partners or people that we're really not that intimate with, how are we holding our boundaries? How are we holding that space of intimacy? And then also the financial realm is a realm that has value. It's an energy. It's how we value ourselves and how we show up and ask for what we value in the world. And some people are not so good at that. So we want to look at where we struggle and where we're perhaps not loving ourselves completely so that we can really say and move forward in all of our relationships, but mostly the relationship we have with ourselves. I'm doing my work to love all of me. It isn't about perfection. Life is messy. We fall down, we get back up. We're in a very messy place in our evolution, right? And what's going on in the world. There's a lot of clinging, there's a lot of holding on to fear. So I'm offering this out to you as like, let's do our inner cleaning. We can't always change what's going on in the world. We can step up and we can speak out, but this is also an opportunity for us to clean our inner house. So think about where in the different realms that I just mentioned, do you feel like I'm a little weak or I've avoided? Time to do a little cleaning. Where can you find more love? So spiritually, where can you find more connection to what it means to be in that spiritual realm, to connect to a higher sense of purpose or God or whatever speaks to you? Mentally, how are you keeping your mind stimulated? How is your intellectual pursuits? And also emotionally, this is not just so great in our culture, emotional. So what are your feelings like? Do you honor them? Do you shut them down? Do you shame your feelings? Do you let them speak to you? Because there's a lot of truth there. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth, but something sometimes is off-center and we need to listen and learn from that. Same thing with the physical, all right? What can you clean up physically in your life? And also think about in your sexual realm, whether you're with somebody or not with someone, how do you hold your boundaries around intimacy? And how do you value yourself in the financial? So hopefully this is helpful. I find it helpful to write it down, to move it through, to be aware of, in order to be these entities or these beings and doing all this really great work that we want to do out in the world. I think if you're watching this, you probably do. We also have to look at where we get sleepy, where our blind spots are, so that when we're going out there, we're wholeheartedly loving all of ourselves. And again, it's not about perfection. It's just deepening this relationship within to deepen that relationship in all of the relationships we keep in the world. So I hope you found this helpful. Go out there, love on up all of yourself, and enjoy. Namaste.